Hello and welcome. My name is Roger Quayle, and you are listening to My Life in the Mosh of Ghosts. Hello there, and welcome to another episode of My Life in the Mosh of Ghosts with me, Roger Quayle. We are on to Gig 7, a band from Manchester called the Smirks, and my first visit to the Limit Club in Sheffield. So here we go. It's Gig 7, the Smirks, live at the Limit Club on West Street in Sheffield on Thursday, the 27th of July, 1978. There are two yellow balls in the sky. The first one is the sun, eternal, implacable, blazing down on this gorgeous July afternoon. The second sphere is small, soft and scuffed, earthbound on a parabolic curve somewhere over my head. There's a tiny eclipse as I run backwards, limbs akimbo, racket gripped in sweating paw, flailing to reach the ball. Vinner has lobbed me, and the game is lost. There is a lot of tennis played in the summer of 1978, most of it to a pretty poor standard. Bored yawn rather than Bjorn Borg. None of the lads from the band, Vinner, Wilmer, Lango, has a first serve that could be described as reliable. "I've seen better service in the Wimpy," is a regular retort across the net. Nevertheless, many sunny afternoons are spent on the concrete courts of Abbeyfield Park, 20p for an hour, in sunburnt yet pale imitation of Connors and Nastasi. So we're back in Vinner's kitchen after yet another game from which he has emerged victorious. The Smirks are playing at the Limit on Thursday. Do you fancy it? The Smurfs? Are you having a laugh? No, the Smirks, Manchester band. I heard them on John Peel. It's 50p in. All right then. I'm excited. This is my first time going to the Limit. The venue opened in March, with local Clubland heroes Bittersweet on the first night. Happily, the promoters have a booking policy that pushes beyond the crushed velvet crooners who dominate the Sheffield working men's club scene, and the Limit has quickly established itself as the place for punk, new wave and rock bands and their fans. This progressive outlook is coupled with a relaxed dress code. Jeans and trainers, guaranteed to get you refused entry anywhere else, are practically a uniform here. The Limit occupies a grungy cellar at the town end of West Street, linking the city centre with the university a mile further up the road. I don't know it yet, but I'll spend an extraordinary amount of time traipsing up and down these pavements in the coming years. It's a Thursday night, outside of term time, and there are about 50 fans in. This is what a new single on Berserkly, home of Jonathan Richmond and the Ruby News, a John Peel session, and a couple of spins on David Kid Jensen will garner in Sheffield on a warm July evening. Only open for 4 months, the basement space is already odoriferous. The aroma of stale beer, lingering ciggy smoke, dance floor exertion and sustained flatulence is pervasive. I like it, because it's the complete opposite of the swish, swanky Baileys half a mile down the road. The music is different too. The Police, Talking Heads, Tom Robinson, Boomtown Rats. No Bee Gees here. As their name suggests, affable post-punkers the Smirks don't take themselves too seriously. They paddle in the same silly stream as fellow Mancunians Alberto y los Trios Paranoias. But where the Albertos favour parody with a surrealist twist, The Smirks pursue jumpers for goalposts, 20 aside, all join in new wave, mixing levity with brevity. There are less lovelorn buzzcocks, or XTC, without the neurosis. Their debut single, OK UK, a robust rejection of the cult of California cool, is a cheery northern cousin to I'm So Bored with the USA by The Clash. While the black pudding reggae of Up I Up turns out to be a spirited Salford skank in the same vein as the Wailers' Get Up Stand Up. Punchy but not preachy, they throw in an on-the-money piss take of follically challenged, po-faced magazine frontman Howard Devoto called The Hair Falls Out of Me. A skinny collision of Sue Rider Shop chic and low-budget barbering, the Smirks and their audience are cut from the same cloth, fashion-wise. The look is natty but knackered. This is their 64th gig since signing to Berserkly back in March, and Vinner and I can only stand and admire the confidence and chops that this kind of intense gigging gives a band. For a young pup like me, raised on a stringent diet of Beatles and Beach Boys, this concise, harmony-heavy, high-octane-fueled power pop has more fizz than a bottle of Cresta and is close to perfection. I'm 17 and I can't stop smirking. The Smirks depart in triumph. Vinner and I stay on for a sulky shuffle on the dance floor to Just What I Needed by The Cars and What a Waste by Ian Dury. The bodacious boogie, which had graced the floor at Bailey's, replaced by something more self-consciously cool, in keeping with the shabby surroundings. Inevitably, the last record of the night is Take It to the Limit, a reminder that the hippies haven't disappeared, and they are still in charge of the sound system. Thank you for listening to My Life in the Mosh of Ghosts. This is your host, Roger Quayle, signing off. See you again soon for another episode. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.